What a story we read today. It infuriates me, incenses me, even though I know the outcome. For millennia, this story of the binding of Isaac has prompted countless apologetics and discussions of what faith really is. The Talmudic sages, the philosophers, the Kabbalists, the contemporary scholars, all have tried to figure it out. But all of these do not effectively overcome my bewilderment that Avraham's final test would be the ultimate contradiction of all the previous covenants entered into between God and Avraham. There is no time to review all of them here, but I do recommend your reading the entire Abraham narrative. If you have time for a good story, this is a great story. Read it all the way through. It starts in Genesis 11:22 and concludes in chapter 25:11. 14 chapters. What a story. What a story. It offers suspense, treachery, mystery, and intrigue. And it's really worth sitting down and reading it straight through. Avraham is in almost constant conversation with God. They seem to be testing each other's commitment to the covenants they have established over the years. The ante in this gamemanship seems to rise with each test. It reaches a climax with the acquiescence and abetting of Hagar and Ishmael's expulsion we read about yesterday, and to the horrifying story we read today. As I said, there may be a happy ending to the story and all the subsequent rationalizations, but intrinsically there is something atavistic in Abraham's willingness to continue their tournament of testing. Is Abraham testing God as well as God testing Abraham? God and Abraham are still unsure of each other. And after today's story, Abraham and God will no longer converse. Perhaps they're both embarrassed by their actions. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah that Avraham tries and fails to prevent, his acquiescence to the expulsion of Hagar and Ishmael that God fails to prevent but encourages. This brings them to their final confrontation and the end of their conversations. God and Avraham leave this story, despite the ending, agreeing not to continue the competition of loyalty to promises made. The residual trauma, however, remains. Its echoes are heard every time a generation sends its children, its sons, off to war. Where is the angel to stop the bloodshed, to stop that human sacrifice? And where is the ram to be substituted for acts of mayhem and killing? What a story. Horrifying as it is, we are satisfied for the most part by the happy ending. We invoke it all through our liturgy as a symbol of grace, but it is also a story of overpowering mania. We read the story with the apologia and rely on our knowledge of the frailty of the divine-human relationship, which has incited both love and hate since the dawn of time.